I'm Managing Editor Kim Schmidt. Welcome to On the Record. Here's a look at what's currently impacting the ag equipment industry. There's been no aspect of farming operations that has received more scrutiny in recent years than planting. Emerging from this intense analysis are new precision technologies and approaches to seed placement. One development that's beginning to garner attention is Clean Seed Capital's CX6 Smart Seeder Planting System. According to the developers, the new system is an advanced precision no-till seeding system that gives commercial farmers the ability to deploy up to 6 different seeds simultaneously per foot of the 60-foot seeder without unloading and replacing the seeds. The system is expected to be priced between $500,000 and $600,000. Rocky Mountain Dealerships, Canada's largest Case IH dealer, and Service Equipment, Canada's largest John Deere dealer, have both signed distribution agreements with Clean Seed. For both dealerships, the agreement is for a renewable 3-year period starting in 2016. Another development is a narrow row seeder from Stein Seed. The company believes narrow rows are the key to higher population planting. The seed company has partnered with John Deere and Great Plains to offer what they are calling a Twin 20 planter system. The planter has tandem rows that are 8 inches apart, a 12-inch row, and then another pair of tandem 8-inch rows. Stein offered the planter to growers on a lease through a purchase agreement for 10% of the retail price. If the grower likes the results, he pays an additional 23% of the list price to purchase the unit. Stein Seed leased 85 to 90 planters this year, according to National Marketing and Sales Director David Thompson. While the Deere DB60 72-row planter was initially only available through the Stein Seed program, it is now available through Deere's dealer network as well. Dealers on the move this week include H&R AgriPower, Bain Welker Equipment, and Mead Tractor. Case IH dealer H&R AgriPower, with 14 locations in Kentucky, Illinois, Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi, acquired Black Prairie Tractor, a leading Zematic irrigation dealer. The acquisition expands H&R AgriPower's irrigation division. The dealership will now have 2 facilities in Columbus, Mississippi. On June 3rd, Bain Welker Equipment, a Case IH dealer with 6 locations in Indiana and Ohio, announced its locations in Wilmington and Georgetown, Ohio, are once again authorized Kubota dealers. This past Monday, Mead Tractor announced the acquisition of 8 John Deere construction branches from Nortrax throughout Tennessee and Kentucky. The purchase will expand Mead's operations across 5 different states and 15 locations overall. Following the trend of dealer consolidation, the boards of the Pacific Northwest Association and Western Equipment Dealers Association voted to consolidate the 2 groups. John Schmeiser, CEO of WEDA, says PNW recognized that merging offered an opportunity to provide broader access to its members.
We have to acknowledge that our dealership networks have been changing. There's been mergers with our equipment dealers fairly heavily over the last 20 years, but equipment dealer associations have not merged at the same rate. So we're recognizing that today's dealers requiring different levels of programs and services and advocacy from their association. And by consolidating our association, it makes it easier for us to meet those needs.
Before the merger can be finalized, PNW dealer members will need to vote on approving the deal. Schmeiser says that will happen this summer and anticipates the merger will be completed by October 1st. There is also talk that Southeastern Equipment Dealers Association, which serves Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Maryland, and Midwest Equipment Dealers Association, which serves Illinois and Wisconsin, are looking to merge. However, no official announcement has been made to date. Now here's Technology Editor Jack Zemlicka with the latest from the Technology Corner.
Thanks, Kim. The last year has seen some dramatic shifts in the precision farming corporate landscape, driven in part by a slower commodities market, as well as consolidation of several technology companies. The pattern continued this week with California-based Topcon Positioning Group acquiring NORAC Systems International. NORAC, based in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, is known for its development of ultrasonic sensing and boom control technology. The companies have been commercial partners for the last 3 years, collaborating on boom leveling and sensing compatibility for in-cab displays, according to Mike Gomes, Vice President of Business Development with Topcon.
We see that this is the right time in the industry to be expanding, to broaden our product line. We believe that as the market continues to mature, that customers more and more want integrated solutions, and they want them from a single provider. Those start with hardware and capabilities on the machine and then extend into software and connectivity and coordinated functions.
Topcon's acquisition was its third ag-related purchase since last November, which includes the addition of precision weight sensing company Digistar and in-cab console manufacturer Wackendorf Electronics. Several other precision farming hardware companies have also been actively diversifying their business interests in recent months. In December, Trimble Navigation acquired Iron Solutions, which provides analytics-based intelligence and a cloud-based software system that tracks the life cycle of used farm machinery. And in May, Ag Junction purchased precision steering solution manufacturer Novariant. Back to you, Kim.
Thanks, Jack. The worldwide sales and production of farm machinery are expected to decline by 10% in 2015, according to the VDMA Agricultural Machinery Association based in Frankfurt, Germany. After reaching an all-time sales high of $116 billion in 2013, sales of ag equipment fell slightly to about $114 billion last year. VDMA is forecasting a drop in global sales to about $102 billion in 2015. The main factor in the decline is the weak economic cycle in America and Europe, as well as in part of the Asian continent, especially in India. During the last episode of On the Record, I was on assignment in Washington, D.C. for the North American Equipment Dealers Association legislative fly-in. After a day of briefings on the issues, dealers and association staff spent a day meeting with congressional members and their staff. One of the top issues dealers discussed was tax reform, largely focused on Section 179 and bonus depreciation. I spoke with Tim Wentz, Field Director for the Northeast Equipment Dealers Association, and how tax reform will help dealers.
Probably two of the biggest issues for the equipment dealers right now are the Section 179, the continuation of the bonus depreciation, and tax reform in general. Having the Section 179 made permanent will have a huge impact on our dealerships. For example, last year, the depreciation schedule was only done in the last week of the year, and so as a result, there were a ton of sales that were missed and huge opportunities. So we're really talking to the legislators. We need some direction here. It needs to be made permanent.
And now from the Ag Equipment Archives. Far from the traditional norm for tractor models, Minneapolis Moline took a dive into the designing deep end with the release of the Comfort Tractor in 1938. Equipped with a built-in radio and 3-seat heated cabin, the tractor was still capable of reaching speeds of 40 miles per hour. Hoping it would act as both a tractor and an automobile for buyers, developers instead received a chilly reception overall to the concept. In addition to its steep price for that time, most farmers during the era prided themselves on toughing it out in the fields, rain or shine, and saw the Comfort Tractor as a cop-out to traditional farming values. The idea tanked as only 125 total units were sold. It took decades before investors took another shot at luxury tractor and its aftermath. If you have any feedback or story suggestions, you can send them to kschmidt@lespub.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.